I thank you. I thank you, Amanda, Ellie, Sarah, and all of you. I thank you for allowing me to stand at this bima and to be essentially speechless. The words of these three great rabbis touched me in the very depths of my heart and in my soul. I said to Patty as I got up out of that seat, I don't know, wow, how can I respond to such things? I wondered if from time to time, were you all talking about somebody else? The fact of the matter is, I am almost speechless, and I am profoundly, profoundly moved. I suppose one of the great things about being a rabbi in a spectacular congregation like this is that when you reach that seventh day, you actually get to find out whether or not you had any impact. Sometimes it can feel as though you work in a kind of a vacuum, you know. The Messiah hasn't come and hasn't come and hasn't come, and you keep trying and you keep working and you keep trying and you keep working, and sometimes you hit it out of the park and more often you strike out. But here, you all have given me the most precious gift that I think any person could ever have, and that is the gift that came to me in the words of Rabbi Green and Rabbi Tick and Rabbi Mason Barkin. Now, I am tempted to tell you what it's like to have Rabbi Sarah Mason Barkin as a daughter. But it's wonderful. It's wonderful. See, and the fact of the matter is, not only is Sarah my daughter and she's been in some of my classes, but it's true. I remember Amanda Green sitting silently in a discussion group at Karav when she was in the 9th grade. Remember? Speaking of silence, Amanda, you had it down pat. Yet here you are teaching us Torah in such a spectacular, spectacular way. And I can remember Ali Tick asking the most difficult pointed questions in confirmation. Remember that? And you kept asking those questions, and look where you are now. And Sarah, there is really no greater a gift that you can give a parent than by showing, as you do, as Michael does, as Danny does, that you now excel in what you do, and that, in fact, the three of you surpass your mother and me in your devotion and your dedication to the work that you do. While two of you may work in the Jewish community, Danny doesn't, but he works with people 18 hours a day. It's the same basic field. And that really is, I think, so special and such a gift to us. So I think maybe the best thing for me to do is simply to say to the three of you, you got me. I was choking up and still am. You've touched me in the deepest places, and it is just priceless to me, beyond words, beyond description. I also want to take a moment to speak to these musicians over here. This this group, you might think that we have been touring together for 6 months on the road from the way that this sounds, but the fact of the matter is that that's not true, and I want to offer my special thanks to the people who participated this evening, because while we play in various combinations, accompanying services every week, have everybody come together in this way is really a very special gift. So Esther Fishbein, way over there. Esther came back from her first year in college, and look, she wants to be on the bima with us. We are really very fortunate here at our congregation that Alan Goodish joins us on a regular basis, working with Kenner Goldstein and leading Sella and bringing his such a special gift. Alan, playing with you is a joy, is a true joy for me. I'm going to skip the next person for just a moment. I'm going to come back to you, Mark. I want to thank Emily Rubenstein, who usually works a night shift, right? Yet she's singing with not only her mouth open but her eyes open. Emily, thank you, and for being here with us. And next to her is Allison Rosenfeld. Allie, a stalwart with us every single Shabbat, and I can't wait for those opportunities for Shabbat worship to continue. Alex, Nisiat Tova, that means have a good trip. As many of you may know, Alex will leave Sunday for Jerusalem, where she will enter the School of Sacred Music at Hebrew Union College, Jewish Institute of Religion, studying on her way to becoming a cantor under the tutelage of the director of that school, Cantor Richard Cohen. We know him. So, Alex, we wish you all the best and good luck, and are so grateful for what you have brought to us. And wouldn't you know it, Dan Curlin came back from Juilliard, from New York, where he is, you're pursuing a PhD, or do you have it already? Not yet. He's pursuing a PhD in piano. You heard that tonight, and I think we should award it to him. Dan, thank you so much for making the effort to be here, to join with us this evening. It means the world to me. Steve Zalotto, who is playing the flute and the clarinet, I think a saxophone over there. Steve, you bring it to life for us, and needless to say, we need as many Steves in the world as we can get. But not only that, your musical gift is just you're a real musician, and you'll play with me. My goodness. And our blues man here, Joey Noble, is with us virtually every Friday evening. And Joey, I appreciate that so very much. And keep doing it. But you've graduated now, and you're going to go off to Columbia College, which is only 25 miles away. Yeah, we're here. And I want to offer a special acknowledgement to two cantors. I'll begin with cantor Mark Horowitz. That's Mark. Raise your hands. Everybody sees where you are. This is amazing to me that Mark is here. Cantor Mark Horowitz and I worked together for 11 or 12 years at Temple Beth Am in Williamsville, New York, a suburb of Buffalo, where we had a truly remarkable experience in, I say with no humility at all, building a small, tired congregation into a really dynamic and great synagogue for people of every age. That would have been impossible for me without my partnership with Mark, and the fact that he is here tonight, I thank you. I thank you. And last and certainly not least, by way of cantors, David Goldstein. Now, when Mark and I worked together in Buffalo, so did David Goldstein. And if you told anybody in Buffalo that David Goldstein would be playing the bass and leading something like this, they would have said to you, it's different David Goldstein. The truth of the matter is that this is a versatile, devoted, incredibly creative musician who really does bring the best out of all of us who play and sing with him. And David, you've transformed our music in this way, and I am grateful for that. And the last word of thanks goes to my son, Michael Mason. He's an educator and a musician and a programmer at Congregation Beth Am in Los Altos Hills, California. You can read about him. He is an excellent musician, plays the guitar much better than I do, as you can see, has a whole lot of rhythm, and I just, Michael, that you were able to come and that you're able to be here and joining us in this tonight means more to me than I can describe, as does Sarah's words and Danny's presence and your mother. So I want to thank everyone who has participated in this way. Gene and David for introducing the service. It does seem like a few days ago that David was presiding and Gene was succeeding him and organizing the route that we were taking right now. I also want to take a moment to thank the 4 people who have been chairing this whole weekend. I'm going to do this repeatedly because I don't think I can thank them enough. It's Laurie Bagan, Terry Oley, and Joyce Polikoff, and Peggy Rubenstein. This turns out to have been an enormous project, and it is leaving me breathless. And I am just so grateful to the 4 of you for giving an inordinate amount of time above and beyond the call of duty, I am sure. And I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate it. And last of all, services like this one don't happen automatically. This service this evening with our participants is organized by Rabbi Lisa Green and Rabbi Wendy Geffen and Cantor David Goldstein, my partners in all of this for the last many, many years. I'll figure out a way to thank all of you somehow. I'll call a meeting sometime when you don't want to come or something like that. And of course, I want to thank all of you for being here to share this turning point with Patty and with me. I've probably talked too much already, and I'll have a lot more to say at other times, so now I will step in.